She volunteered on the AIDS issue in New York and at a hospice on Pine Ridge. She worked to help with recovery from the 2011 Japanese tsunami. So what does any of that have to do with this former nurse choosing to pursue art full-time? When you see her work and hear her speak, somehow it all comes together as we meet an artist with a message at a small studio along the way in Rapid City. Yoko Sugawara grew up in a small town in northern Japan with her twin sister Keiko. Her family owned a company that manufactured traditional rice wine. At age 21, Yoko moved to the U.S., went to school, earned 2 degrees, and worked in nursing. But these days, Yoko creates art that both catches your eye and delivers a message, often a striking one, like this sculpture here.
So these people probably got lots of, say, outsiders come in and tell you what will be the best way to live better. And finally, she stood up. I listened to you up until now, but now it's my turn to teach you.
This one is named Now It's My Turn to Teach You. Her favorite part on this one, the facial expression, representing human resilience and defiance.
Although I took her image as an African woman, but I tried to not to limit this subject into one race.
She says from start to finish, sculpting, firing, painting, each piece takes about 3 months. It takes perhaps 3 seconds to see the message of her pieces. This one is intended to represent a local Lakota man. His name is simply Defiance.
I usually combine the facial expression and certain elements of earth. So I put horns, buffalo horns, and this is rock. If you can see, like he's a rock.
And in her small studio, where she molds and shapes new images, it becomes clear that her dedication and passion for those less fortunate convert her sensitivity and emotions to 3D images. Another current theme, women with inner strength. This one, named Inner Judges, portrays a woman in her 60s reflecting female vulnerability.
She is judging herself. Inner judges are told, telling her that's her own, she's judging herself that she is not good enough. I think I myself have that too. Sometimes you just criticizing yourself. You are not good enough. You are not pretty enough. You haven't done much.
This piece is inspired by a sketch from her favorite painter, Goya, in the late 1700s. It shows people carrying donkeys to reflect inequality. Her much different piece portrays that some inequality still exists. Her sculpture is named The Weight of Injustice. The toad represents greed.
With this weight on, he's going to try to stand up and represent human resilience.
And hope as he tries to stand up and fight back against injustice. But through the stark images, the pained expressions, there is a bit of blue sky on the horizon, that by showing human defiance and resilience, there is also hope of overcoming. Her art both catches the eye and delivers a message, often a striking one, from deep within her tender-hearted soul. If you've met someone cool along the way, please call or email us to let us know. By the way, her pieces are for sale. Yoko's artist name is Tenyo Creations, and she plans to just keep on creating into the future.